Yeah, guys, I know it's been a while since I've been on, but I figured it's about time. There's a lot been going on out here in the world, and I think I was the one that was ringing the bell, sounding the alarm early, years ago, and now everything is afoot. We got the good old divided snakes is up in arms. The economy is in the toilet. Okay? We still got ongoing gender war. You know? As Mr. Lofton. I don't know why you didn't get the notification, Mr. Lofton. Oh, shoot. Mr. Lofton, I got my walking shoes on. Figure I'll walk and talk. What up, y'all? Yep. We got the Francophone countries finally getting ready to try to get that French disease out of their countries. That's gonna be easier said than done though, because the French are very crafty and they've had a lot of experience of doing you dirty, you know. What up? I see you. What's going on? Peace. Yeah, man, they got a lot. They doing people dirty, you know. Then we got the what up? I see you. Yeah, I see you tried to call me. I was like, hey, I know you got the notifications. I'm on live, Jack. Figured I'll go ahead and walk. Y'all walk with me. You know, I gotta get my exercise in. I got some walking in earlier, but get a little bit more in. What up? I see you. Where I been? Man, I'm out here doing the business. You know? I just been laying low to give my predictions. Go ahead. Been giving my predictions chance to manifest. You know, I was talking about all this stuff happening years ago, and now it's finally hitting the fan with the layman person, a lay person, to see what's going on now. You know, we got so many things going on so many fronts. It's almost hard to keep up, to be honest with you. You know, but that's why I've always said we need to, as Americanized Africans, we should be looking for alternative places to go, because y'all see, we got the whole world teaming up against the dollar. It ain't gonna fall overnight, but guess what? It's gonna happen. Let me see. Hey, what up? I see you. I'm all right. Where's your wife? She better be in the bed, sleep at this time of day. You know, I'm over here in the good old divided snakes of America trying to get this money for us so I can build us a house in Sierra Leone, one big enough that it's gonna be a rival to a hotel, you know. I told her she gonna be mad when she gotta clean it. When you gotta dust and mop, sweep. I walked away from the light. Let me walk back toward the light. Yeah, y'all. So now we got a lot going on, people. A lot. We got Orange Man Bad. Nephew, I was glad to finally meet you. I know, right? Yeah. I didn't know you were going, because you don't email me. Y'all don't email me, so y'all don't be caring. Y'all don't care about your brother. You know, I was the one. I've been warning people for years, and now everything is upside down. You know, what's right is left, what's left is right. What's up is down, and what's down is up. They got the whole world screwed up, but you know, as Neely Fuller Jr. always said, mass confusion. You know, the only way they can rule, they got to make sure they create mass confusion. So it's not meant for you to understand this. You only can understand it if you look at it from a lens of confusion. It's to keep you confused. So if you're confused from 1 minute to the next, you can't make a logical, informed decision. And they thrive with that. You know, this is how they're able to rule us. Well, the few can rule many, and as they don't teach us the things we need to know in order for us to rise up to be a challenge to them. You know, really we need to be financing, organizing, but they got us at each other through. I ain't even been on live long, and they already messing with it. That's how they do. But yeah, I've been good. Laying low, staying out these people's way, these weaponized Karens and Kens, you know? Staying away from all these bitter people, bitter, broken people, and just staying out here working. You know, work is starting to slow down for everybody, especially in the trucking business. So y'all will start feeling the prices. I'm sure you're already noticing the prices going up, right? And then we got the only white man I know named Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, talking about they need to raise interest rates even more. So y'all finna feel even more pain. This shit is ridiculous, to be honest with you. But this country don't make money unless they keep you ignorant and poor. Okay? There's gonna be a haves and have-nots. That's it. Middle class in trouble. Yeah, you middle class people in trouble. Yeah, buddy. They coming after all that wealth, pensions. They coming after your homes. They coming after everything. The kids now. Bet y'all ain't never see that coming, did you? They all in the school with the drag queen story time. I bet y'all ain't see that coming, did you? I bet y'all thought children was sacred. Keep your hands off children. I bet that's what y'all thought. But you see, they got a different agenda for you. You know, everybody that signed on to that ABC, LQ, whatever them letters is, Rainbow Group, they piggybacked on that. And now they want to bring in that, I forgot the acronym for that man-child L's. So they already relaxing the laws. So these guys that say, well, this is a personal preference, you know, it's an alternative lifestyle, just like lesbianism and, you know, homosexuality, you know, all this just an alternative lifestyle. So now you got to sign on to it, because if you don't, they're going to turn around and attack you, and they got the funds to do it. They sure do. I thought I saw a bench over there somewhere. But I don't want to walk away from the light. Y'all can see me. Yeah, what was that? Shit, where did the statement go? Okay. I was glad to meet. I thought I read that, didn't I? Go ham. I know, right? Yelled out. Where else you going? I'm going to try to go back to Sierra Leone here soon. I can spend time with my wife. I just bought some land there, so I need to build a fence around my wall around my land. You flying tomorrow? All right, safe travels, my brother. I'm hoping to be back in Chicago by the time you get up here. We can hang out, you know. Oh, we got a couple good spots up there. Spots we can eat at. Yeah, we're gonna break some bread if I get back in time, because you know where I'm at. Yeah. The whole world is upside down, people. It's a bad thing. It's a Bad thing. This is what happens when you let psychopaths get in power and you're not able to discern the good from the bad. You know, all that go along to get along. You see where it gets you. It gets you your country being stripped from you. You know, everything you done worked for gonna be robbed. You know, people like, oh, it can't happen to America. Bullshit. Bullshit. We got the wrong people in power. Now I want to see Orange Man back in there because I thought I truly believe we would have done better with him in there for another 4. I don't think we would have been in no wars, and I think the economy would have been strong. But most people don't know much about economics, so they just wanted him out because the media said he was bad. You know? And they supposed to be objective, but you know, when you're owned by 4 or 5 different companies, all the media outlets are owned by 5 companies, something like that. Now they tell us the narrative. They tell us how to think. Trump was always rocking with the black community. Sure, he a white cat, and you know, they always got some, you know, some deep-seated stuff that was programmed into them as kids. But for the most part, I remember him rocking with the community all the time. I remember reading his books when I was young. I always said I wanted to be like him, you know, economically, you know what I mean? He used to be on Oprah. He used to be hanging out with all the rappers, you know. He was involved with a couple fights for Mike Tyson. I mean, he's done a lot of great for the black community. So I don't know what people got this. He was racist. And then the fact is, He's supposed to be more racist than old Sleepy Joe. Joe been a racist his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were successfully to craft that narrative, and people bought into it. Now you see, okay, me and Mr. Love will always be arguing about the justice system. It's just us. That's what it means, just us. Wow, I'm spitting. Yep, just us. And now, the Albanoid Devils are starting to get a wake-up call. Because they didn't, it's cool when it's happening to us, but it ain't cool when it's happening to them. You saw them cats that supposedly walked. Yeah, just us. Hey, you see they sentenced them guys to 17, 20-some years that walked into the Capitol. Because I can't call that no insurrection. Insurrection, what they would have brought, you know what I'm saying, missiles, pipe bombs, Molotov cocktails, you know what I'm saying? It would have been, the building would have been burnt to the ground. People would have been laying on the side, unalive. Ain't none of that happened. So they could miss me with all the trumped up charges, and that's what they do. And now we see they're trumping up charges on Orange Man. But hey, you know, see what he said. He said Ghana until July 23rd, as both of us have been saying to others for years, have multiple streams of income, get some land, and especially in Africa. In New York, we know. Exactly. That's what people should have been doing, but of course, I know a lot of folks, you know, thought that this could never happen. All you had to do was look at, and we've had modern examples of countries going belly up. All we had to do is look at Greece. What was the other spot? Venezuela. Okay. And just recently, Lebanon. The people in Lebanon, the Lebanese, yeah, they went to go get their money out the bank one day, and guess what? All the banks were closed. Same thing happened in China. They had tanks on the street in China when people went to go pick up their money. And you think it can't happen here? You're crazy if you think that. That's why I was always talking about you should get silver. For you guys that can afford gold, grab some gold. Get that light out y'all eyes. Grab some gold if you can. Gold kind of expensive. You can definitely grab some silver. It's running about $32 a 1 troy ounce. Because if they close the banks, what are you gonna use to barter with? You know what I mean? You need something to barter with. And so I don't know how close we are to it. Some say maybe this month. Some say maybe by the end of the year. Some saying early next year. All we know is that it's coming. Okay? Whenever they hit that switch, we don't know when, but when they hit it, you know, all hell gonna break loose. We done got so comfortable in our comfort that we can't stand to be discomfort. We can't stand no type of discomfort. So you know, people gonna lose their freaking minds when they go to the store and there ain't no food there. I mean, the price is already high now. Wait till ain't no food in there. Or wait till you ain't got no money to buy no food because all the banks are shut down. We've had all the bank closures. They've been quietly. You see, that ain't even in the news no more. That's all about the indictments. You know. Then we got Sleepy Joe. He got hella crimes on his record. And his crackhead son, his whole family corrupt. But you know, that's nothing to see there. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna talk about the Clintons, and now we got bodies turning up with the Obamas. You know what I mean? So we got too much going on. Too much going on. Personal chef turns up. Some people were saying he was getting ready to write a tell-all book or something like that. Allegedly, I don't know. They said the man was a hell of a swimmer, but yet he drowned. Yeah, what a quinky dink, you know what I mean? Excellent swimmer drowns. Boy, you can't make this up. I need to start writing. I need to take a creative writing class so I can just write. I can make all kind of skits on just real life situations that's going on right now in the news. I might try to get with an illustrator and have them do some cartoons based off of the ideas that's floating around in my head. I think we'll get a kick out of it. And actually, it'll wake people up too, you know what I mean? Because when people see satire, you know, it's funny, but it has a message in it. And the message gets deeper every time you look at it. Okay, if you look at it today, you'll get one thing from it. You sit on it in a couple of days and go back and look at it again, you see something totally different. I might try to do that. Because at this point, I don't know what to tell y'all. Why are you driving all fast in this parking lot? You know, these Albanoid devils just too goofy. Anybody could just be walking out. And it's already dark in this parking lot. You see I came back over to be by the light. Then he mess around and hit somebody. And then what he gonna do? Be in jail. They'll get your ass vehicular homicide. You'll do some time on that one. You just speed through this lot for what? When I come up through a lot, I usually take my time. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Let's see what you're saying here. We have several projects going on in Gambia, namely construction business, single family, 3 apartment units, construction supply company, and 3-story building with a farm starter. Hey, that's what's up. That's what I'm looking to do in Sierra Leone. Yep. You know, that's my home base. Even though I will be visiting you all in Ghana once I get my property, get something constructed on my land there. But you know, my beach head is gonna be Sierra Leone. Yep. That's where the heart is at. You feel me? Ghana. Oh, you said, okay. Yeah, you said Ghana, right. I meant to say Ghana if I said Gambia. Yeah, I like the Gambia, but it's too small, and I really didn't. I resonated with the culture there a little bit, but really I like hanging out with the Bag family. You know, they're my people, so I definitely would be going back trying to do something with them once we uh, once we go into the digital era. Y'all know I'm heavily invested in the digital currency, so whenever they hit that switch, I can't wait. You know, I got myself positioned in such a way that I may end up with a few coins. You know, so I will be on the first thing smoking. I can't wait. I mean, it's sad to think this way, but in a way, you know, this is what happens to all great empires. You know, they get to the point where they just get too big and too corrupt, and then they you know they fall. I mean, we could have got more time than 200 some years out of this country if they was, you know, playing it somewhat fair. If they would really, really educate the people. One, finances, money, you know, credit, all these things, right? Technology, tech. Because technically we got the brain power and the manpower, woman power, in order to really keep running the world with innovation, probably for the next 200-300 years. But you got a group of sadistic maniacs in power, you know, all they're looking to do is just steal, and y'all know the rest. Start with a K. Okay? So, what up, what up, what up? I see you, Sweetberry. Appreciate your donation earlier. Make sure I get some Bitcoin with it as soon as I get off this live. But at this point, you got to be coming up with alternatives on what you're going to do when this baby go belly up. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if the dollar going to fall now. I doubt if it fall right this minute, because usually when the currency is knocked out of its position as the world reserve currency, it usually take a while. Sometimes 20, 30 years. Now, it might go quicker because we got more countries ganging up on it. Nah, that's okay. You know, I just jump on here. You dig? Because we got some modern examples. We can go back to the British, what was it, the British sterling, I want to say? Or was it the British pound? It might have been the sterling, when it used to be the world's reserve currency, right? And we can see what happened with that. Even though it was knocked out of the position of the world reserve currency, did the country just fall into just so disarray? No, it didn't. You still can go to the UK, right? It's still there. So we're still to be here. But just like them, they don't have the same type level of power that they once had. You know, they was a, what was that saying? The sun never sets, something on what was it, how'd they go? Damn it, I forget. The sun never sets on the British Empire, okay? So they was once a mighty empire too, and we can look at them and see what happened in their collapse. So we still will be here, but we'll be like a shell or a husk of our former selves, okay? But you go there now, it ain't that's not a country to go to, you know? The streets are dirty, the economy is jacked, there's really no jobs, you got a lot of crime, you got a lot of folks in the country that ain't contributing to the country, so we got to look forward to that. We're gonna, the only problem is when the country goes under, the people at the bottom feels it the most. So by us being at the bottom collectively, we may not be at the bottom individually, but collectively we are. So we're gonna feel it the worst. That's why I said at this point, if the people didn't wake up when the collapse come, it's best for the ones among us that know better to just have somewhere else to go. You know, it's sad to say that 'cause a lot of people are like, oh, y'all running. Well, you can call it running if you want, but you know, you do have retreat when you even fighting a battle on the battlefield. You do have retreat. You don't fight to the last man and have your enemy. If you're losing a battle, you don't have your enemy slaughter every last one of your soldiers. So there's just no ever coming back. You don't do that. What you do is you retreat, regroup, and then you strategize and plan your counterattack. That's what you're supposed to do. And so we need time and space in order to do that. And to me, what better place to go than Mother Africa? You know what I mean? Well, we are actually in the majority. It gives us time to debrief, right? It gives us time to heal. It gives us time to reconnect with the culture, right? And it gives us a position to look at the world from another angle, which gives us a really superior position to actually be in. That's why I always say it. I've heard a few other, I don't know if people have been watched me before and have been borrowing some of my lines, but I heard a few people saying that on YouTube that the American African, we are the best group of Africans the world has ever known. And you remember, I used to say that before it was popular. I don't know if I popularized it or not, but the reason, and you know the reason why I said that is because we were taken from so many different countries. And then when they outlawed slavery and then they started basically breeding us, right? You had a mixture of different tribes that would normally mix. So you might have a particular tribe in Angola would end up breeding with one of the sisters in the Congo or Gabon or any of those places. Ghana, Gambia, Sierra Leone. So normally these tribes don't mix because a lot of the folks on the continent don't really move around that much. You know, you got your elitist continental African folks that move around, but the common man, the locals, they don't move around the continent at all. You know, a lot of them don't even go to the neighboring country. So if they're in Sierra Leone, very few people been to Liberia, which is right next door. There's a difference between Georgia and Florida, you know, or Georgia and Alabama. You know what I mean? So that gives us an advantage, to be honest with you, because that's why they say we are different people. Well, the only reason why I would say that we are different people is because we wouldn't have had this type of mixture of our people. You know, you never would have had that. One thing I realized in certain countries, they really don't mix much. The Khans usually marry a Khan. Mendes usually marry Mendes. The Timidi, they usually marry the Timidi. The Mandinka usually marry Mandinka. The Ashanti usually marry Ashantis. Okay? The Yoruba usually marry Yoruba. That's how it is. Now, some people call it tribalism or whatever. Hey, it is what it is. Okay? Whatever they call it, and that's their right to do whatever they want. Now, that's why I say we are different, because we had all these different tribes in us. You know, because they didn't when the albino devil was breeding us, they didn't say nothing about okay, you Mandinka, I want you to be with the Ashanti. Nah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know that part, Mr. Lawson, that when you do the African ancestry, it's gonna single out that particular tribe. I get that part, but you notice if you do any other DNA testing, it's going to break down that you're 100% Mende, but you also got smaller groups in you. If you do, what's the other one called? Roots. I think it's called Roots. And they got the other one, just regular Ancestry. When you do that one, it breaks it down. Congo, what was it? Congo. I think mine was Congo. It was Ivory Coast. It was a few different countries all along that western shoreline, you know. So, but you gotta figure that's how it was. You got slave ports all along that western coast. So if slaves were taken from all those countries, brought here, they didn't ask what tribe you was from. So if they started to breed, they bred the biggest, strongest black man with the women. Them women could have been from any tribe along that whole coast, from Angola all the way up to Senegal. You know what I mean? That's just how it was. That's why I say the test, it is what it is. You know, we're gonna accept it and we're gonna roll with it. But we know from history that's what happened. Okay, they bred us. You know, they didn't ask the tribe, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna roll with the test too, because you know it benefits us for sure. And then we resonate with the culture. You go there, you go to Sierra Leone, you feel right at home with the Mendes. I know I do. We may look a little different, but in my spirit, I resonate with it. Now it's just the opposite. Let me show y'all what I'm at. Out here in Maine, the great state of Maine. Yep. I don't want that light on me. What was that? Yeah. Wow, with the bag family, I showed up. Yeah, I saw that. I had a fantastic time. I am the lady with the red. I know, I saw it. I saw you there. I'm like, girl, this want me to get around. Can't, hey, ain't no grass growing up under your feet. Don't no grass grow up under your feet. I see that. That's what's up. Mine either. We ain't trying to let no grass grow up on our feet. And traveling like that gives us a better perspective. You know, a lot of Negropeans, if you talk to them, you ask them if money was not an issue and they could go anywhere in the world they wanted to go, a lot of them be picking European countries. You know, basically former colonial masters. Like not knowing that these people can't stand your guts. And once they find out you're an Americanized African, that's even worse. They want to spit in your food and they want to get you locked up. They actually want to get you unalive, to be honest with you, because we have a certain type of air about us, a certain kind of aura about us, and they can see it. They hate it. Just like when I walk in here, just walking around, walk past a few white cats, you can see the hatred in their face as I'm coming toward them. You know, I got that look like, well, hey, you know, whatever. You worried about me, and we getting ready to lose the whole country. You getting ready to lose all your pension, all your house. You getting ready to lose your wife, your kids. You getting ready to lose your F-150. You know, you getting ready to lose everything. You worried about some random brother walking past you. Lord have mercy. But, you know, it just shows you how they were programmed and miseducated just as much as we were, you know. My thing is they so bent on their illusion, they got to keep riding with theirs to the end because they done bought in hook, line, and sinker. See, that's one reason why they don't like us. Well, another reason why they don't like us because we ain't really bought into it. A lot of us didn't buy into the, you know, the inclusion, the illusion of inclusion. We know we don't qualify as technically Americans. I know you got the brothers out here say, oh, we are Native Americans. Hey, y'all rock out with that. You know, y'all come up with all the reasons why we are and this and that. But every time I get in one of them chat rooms with them guys, the first thing I ask them, have y'all taken a DNA test? Man, that shit ain't right. That shit ain't this, that. They start knocking the test. Speaking of shit, Guinea-Bissau. Yup, exactly. See? Look at all that. Cameroon, Nigeria, Togo, Benin, Guinea, Mao. See? That's how we get it. That's why we got so many different, because we got a little bit of all that in us because of the breeding, which makes sense. But yeah, they don't like, because the fact that we're so unique and we didn't fall for the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Because they've showed us they butt. They showed us that they butt to kiss and mad that we won't kiss it. So, that's what it is. And then we got a history of fighting back. We got a history of unaliving them. We got blood. Our ancestors got their blood on their hands. You think they're going to ever forget that? Nah, I don't think so. They got the documented history. They know exactly what we did here in this land. Just because they ain't teach it to us don't mean that they don't know. They know. They know about the 900 to, I think it's between 900 to 1,100 rebellions that we had in this country. Most people don't know about the Nat Turner Rebellion. Man, it was over 1,000 rebellions, easy. They don't want to tell you about that, but they know about it. That's why they don't want to tell us, because they don't want us to get to a point where we fed up. You know what I mean? But to me, I gotta tell Mr. Lofton, we're at a point now where we kind of gotta set our racial differences aside. You know what I mean? Yeah, we basically gotta set our racial differences aside at this point, because now the people that's in this country who really don't want to leave or can't leave, they're gonna be subject to whatever happens here. So if these people are part of your family members, it's going to be a sticky situation. Do you leave these folks to fend for themselves, or do you try to make a way for them to get up out of here? Because I think they're not going to want to get up out of here until things get bad enough. You know what I mean? Once enough pain is felt, then it's like, what is this? A bug by me, but he ain't messing with me, so I ain't messing with him. But yeah, once they feel enough pain, then they'll want to get up out of here too. But yeah, we in for a hell of a ride for this next election cycle. So it should be heating up. They're trying to put Orange Man in jail, or at least give us the impression that they're gonna put him in jail. But y'all know all that stuff is just trumped up charges. You know what I mean? And his popularity only went up. With every indictment, it went up. And then they're trying to cover up all their crimes. Yeah, because he's already said if he gets back in there, or when he gets back in there, he's going to come out them this time. He was kind of naive going in the first time. He was a businessman. He wasn't really a politician. So he went in there, the American dream has been in his favor. But you got to keep in mind, people like, Trump this, Trump that, but you got to keep in mind, his people from Germany. I don't think people really remember that. His father was the mix between German and Irish from over there. Then he came to this country and got wealthy. Okay? So they know that about Trump. He ain't one of them. He ain't what they call a blue blood. That's why they got a problem with him. He ain't one of them. Yeah, he got white skin. You know what I'm saying? But he's not one of them. He's not a blue blood. You know what I mean? His people didn't come from England. Okay? Irish and German. That's why they really don't like Trump, because he's not really part of them. And then he came in already wealthy. So money is not really the driving factor. You know what I mean? Now people say, he had to play hardball in order to get in there. Yeah, I think he gave them the impression that he was going to play hardball, but at every turn he was giving them static. You know what I mean? What up? What up, Jack? I tried calling you, but shit, I don't know what happened. I couldn't get through. You all right? I was wondering about you. My wife even asked about you. She said, what happened to my man? I'm like, hey, I don't know. He might be going through something. Or he busy. Yeah, I'm out here. Y'all see me? Look at all the trucks in the background. What's up, man? How's everything? How's the pregnancy going and all that? Hope everything is good. Hope everything is good, man. Yeah, man. That's what I said. I need to probably come on back on. We got enough news to talk about now. So now I can talk about new stuff. I ain't got to feel like I'm regurgitating old news because we got so much popping off right now. Okay. So it's kind of like the Wild Wild West out here now. Shit, you got so many things happening. I got a lot to talk about. So I'm about to come on back on. Come on back. I've been on TikTok, but y'all ain't following me over there. I ain't really seen, but I think Sweetberry over there with me. She'll comment every now and then, like a video every now and then. I got Miss Rainey. She from Chicago. She been coming through. Yeah, of course we got Mr. Lofton. And that's pretty much it, I think. Been doing good. Had the baby a day before Father's Day. Oh shit, it's been that bad. It's 8, 9 months went by that fast? Damn it, man. Say it ain't so. You said what? What'd you say? Let me see what he said. So what you had, a boy or a girl? What you had, a boy or a girl? Hey man, congrats. Congrats. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, man. When I get back, I'm gonna work a little harder. Baby girl. Well, congratulations. We got a new African warrior queen in the mix, huh? That's what's up. Tell your missus congratulations. You know, that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Yeah, buddy. That's what's up. Wait till I tell my wife. She gonna be ecstatic because she sure asked me about you the other day. She's like, you ever heard from the guy you got the things? I'm like, I tried calling him. You gotta call me, man. You know my number won't change. I keep my number the same, so call me. You know? So that's what's up. That's what you've been waiting for. Get up, you know what I'm saying? Do a push-up or two. Do a sit-up or two while you up. Once you get up back to sleep, get you some walk around, get you some exercise in, you know, make it an extra benefit on top of you getting up. Man, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna work on me some when I get back. You know? My wife's like, well, you know, we gotta have a baby. I'm like, hey, listen, you're only 21. Slow down, Jack. Slow down. You know, let us get a house built first. We got a little land, but we need to buy some more though. But I'm trying to make something happen next year. Yeah, man. That's what's up, old Joe. Man, that's cool. Wait till she gonna. Matter of fact, he said you got. I think it must be that because I tried calling. I left a text message, and I can't remember what happened. You know me, so much is going on. And yeah, I was just gonna say I probably need to wait before I tell her you had the baby already, because she gonna be pestering me. When we gonna get it? When we when you gonna shoot up the club? I want a baby too. I'll be like, slow down. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2-drink minimum, and I don't drink. Talking about shoot up the club. Ever since I taught her that, every time I talk to her, baby, you know when you come back over, you gotta shoot up the club. Boy, oh, slow down, partner. Slow down, partner. We got a lot going on in the world. We need to kind of, you know what I'm saying, pump our brakes to see how this shit gonna shake out. Are we gonna be in a war? Because normally when the empire goes down or is heading toward the bottom, the first thing they reach for is the war apparatus. You know, so we gonna be looking for something to happen here. They're talking about, I've heard some rumors that maybe they might be wanting to assassinate Orange Man. That would be bad. You know what I'm saying? Because then they really exposed. You know, it'd basically be the emperor has no clothes on at that point. You know what I'm saying? If they did that to him. Because you can't deny up under his leadership or lack thereof, however you want to look at it, the country was doing much better. You know what I mean? And like I just said, he ain't a blue blood. Who that? So this message is held for review. You said something. That must have been Mr. Lofton. No, Mr. Lofton gonna be the one. Mr. Lofton, you can't just say no anything over here, man. You know they monitor these streams now. This ain't a free speech. We don't have First Amendment rights on a private network. You know what I'm saying? You say?
Gambling, I don't think, don't drink, but if I wrong way, I'll fight to take care of business.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, Joe. Yeah, man. That's a beautiful thing. Got him a baby girl. Baby girl. Boy, I know you're going to spoil the hell out of her. I know you're going to spoil the hell out of her, boy. That's what my wife is. I know you. If we have a girl, you're going to spoil her, right? I'm like, of course. But I'm going to be in her butt, though. Make sure she don't be out here on some of that. Can't tell me what to do. I'm an independent black woman. Yeah. Okay, you independent your butt back in there and wash the dishes. When you get some equality, rights and left. Shoot, you know? Yeah, let me walk. I was walking and I stopped. He did say I did. Shoot. Yeah, I did. But yeah, like I'm hoping we can avert war over there in Niger, because you know they sick of the French, which I'm glad. You know that country, 80% of the population is without power. That shit is absurd. Mr. Lofton, we need to get our money right fast. We need to go over there and have a solar panel company. Shit, all them people without electricity, they need to be a solar farm. We need to be bringing windmills, all generators. Man, that'll be perfect. Come up over there. And now they finna be having their own money because they made some type of deal with Russia. And Russia has agreed to build them a nuclear power plant. It's supposed to be the biggest in all of Africa. Supposed to be the third biggest on planet Earth. Boy, when they get that, they finna be in the money. They'll have enough power to power the whole country, and they're gonna have a excess of power, a surplus, I should say, where they're gonna be able to sell it to neighboring countries. So they finna get their bread on. So you know they gonna probably be willing to fight to the death in order to keep the French up out of there. Because, and I told Mr. Lofton yesterday, I said the French ain't gonna go quietly though. They're not gonna go quietly because they was basically raping the continent for what was it, 500 billion a year, with a B, not an M, not a million, billion, 500 billion a year from the Francophone countries. So just imagine if they're able to get the French up out of these countries, and they're able to mine and process their own minerals and sell it on the open market for fair market value. Well, Africa is going to be a superpower, but we know they're going to pull out all the stops before they do that, before they'll just allow us to do that openly. So we're going to have to be looking for espionage, saboteurs. We're going to have to be looking for assassinations. We're going to have to be looking for terrorism. They finna come out their bag on them countries. You know, I hate to say that because, you know, I'm a military thinker. So I know if I was making 800 billion, and if I was the French, I would be throwing everything at them. I ain't gonna even lie. I resort to assassinations. I would sabotage the little 20% of power they do have. When the Russians get ready to build that, I would have sabotaged that. I would sabotage all their industries, and I even get the people involved, you know what I mean? Because, you know, normally got to get the people scared too. So that means, you know, bombers and cafes and stuff like that. But you know, they're gonna have to really watch themselves. And I don't know. I'm hoping with the help of the Russians, people are like, well, the Russians ain't no better. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Enemy of your enemy is your friend for a time. So we may have to put some faith in the Russians due to the fact that they don't like the French no more than the Africans do. So we might have to deal with the Russians and the Chinese because they're willing to help the Africans defend themselves. Ultimately, they're gonna want something in return, but at this point, I'll be willing to do business with them just to get the French off my back, you know? And then once they get the French out and you get your money up and you get your, you know, your weaponry up and you get your strategic generals and generalship, all that up, then I could turn around and deal with the Chinese and the Russians. Because at some point, you know, some of them relationships gonna go sour, they're gonna get sour. And we may have to figure something out, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Since they're willing to provide tanks and bombs and rockets and military training, and hell, I'll take them up on that shit. I don't give a damn. You know, enemy of my enemy is my friend for a time in season. And so they should definitely utilize that because, you know, the French is in trouble if they don't do it. And you know they already, you know, sucking up to Sleepy Joe. They need him on board. And since we're kicking out the Continental Brothers, are cooking out some of the Americans too. So now you got to bring them in, and who knows how much money they're collecting. You know what I mean? You know, that number's got to be high too. So at this point, we're looking at some serious stuff. Now, the only thing I can see how we can counter is that those countries do exactly what they're doing, teaming up. So Burkina Faso said, well, yeah, if you're going to invade Niger, then we're going to consider that a declaration of war on us too. And so is Mali, and so is Guinea, and now Algeria getting into the mix. So by them sticking together, now they're a supreme fighting force. They may lack in technology, but they'll make up for it with sheer bodies on the battlefield. So if they all stuck together, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to beat. It'd be hard to beat, I think. Because you just can't go over there dropping bombs, because that ain't gonna be popular at all. It ain't gonna be popular here, and it ain't gonna be popular in France. So you just can't go over there dropping bombs with that. Whatever they do is gonna have to be on the hush hush. You know what I mean? They're probably gonna resort to terrorism. You know, that's their number one export. Bullying. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Unity, that's our strength at this point. If they continue to stick together and they don't separate, and when they declare war on one country, they all come to that country's aid, yeah, it's gonna make the French, they'll be in trouble, because the French ain't really no hell of a fighters. And I think they didn't got soft. That's why they resort to assassinations and terrorism. So I think they soft when it comes to actually fighting. You know, of course, the African man is the superior fighting machine when it comes to mano a mano. That's why they got to come in secret, and you know. But they always say war. Is that what? Yeah, man. Of course. I'm not gonna change it. You know that. Yeah, anything would be appreciated. Put it towards some future Bitcoin. We hit it big. You know, I'm gonna have a spot for y'all to come. You know, safe haven. But yeah, so at this point, you know, I'm a little worried, but I am liking the unity that I'm seeing. And now it's actually, because people kept saying, some of our detractors, Pan-Africanism is only one way, the diaspora to Africa. You know what I mean? And what I always said to that is, so what? What if it is? We're still children of Mother Africa. So what Marcus said was, if Africa go, we go. Okay, we need a strong Africa so we could be strong around the world, just like with the Chinese. China is strong, so the Chinese is all over the planet, and pretty much nobody's really bothering them. They ain't being hunted down, they ain't being executed. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really messing with them. They go around the world doing business, and the reason why people don't mess with them, why? Because if you do, then you have to deal with their government in China. We need that same type of respect from the continent. Strong continent, right? We can go around the world, do business, and if somebody fooling with us, we need our continental brothers to come to our aid and assist. And now that's what's happening. So Pan-Africanism was relevant at all the time. And now they didn't hit that switch, and guess what? Now it's relevant. Now they all talking Pan-African, which it been some talk in small circles about it. But if you ain't really been active in those particular circles, you would think that it was dead. That's why a lot of people was challenging. Oh, Pan-Africanism is only one way. If we always going over to Africa, begging them and asking them this and that, and they were sold us and all this old different narratives. Man, all that stuff is garbage when it comes down to the whole world is in trouble. The global financial system is in trouble. So when it goes down by the dollar, that's what people don't really probably factor in. The dollar is the world reserve currency, right? So if it collapses, all the countries that got their particular currency tied in and pegged with the dollar gonna collapse too. And a lot of African nations got their money tied to the dollar. They should be decoupling as we speak, but a lot of them probably don't think that America could fall. They probably think America is too big to fail. But they're wrong. That's why we need to be buying gold, silver. Then when we do get over there, for the folks that got some money, we need to be teaming up and definitely get into agriculture and secure clean drinking water. Once those things are obtained, then we need to go into mining. Silver, gold, any type of real money, because those are real currencies. Silver, gold, platinum, palladium. Okay? We need to go into mining. Whether you know something about it or not, you're going to have to learn. Get a book, take a class. They got universities over there. We got books over here we can buy. You know what I'm saying? But we need to get into mining. We really do. Because that's real currency. Paper currency is not real. It's an illusion. If ain't nobody ever told you, I'm telling you. If ain't nobody ever told you, I'm telling you. We need real fucking money. And the only real currency that ever existed was gold and silver. Appreciate that, sir. I see you. Much love, much love. Put that toward a really nice Bitcoin. Put that away for safekeeping. Appreciate you, man. Where you been? Where you been, Jack? Where you been? Yeah, man. So that's what we got to be on, people. Because this dollar folds on us. What we gonna do? All that money y'all got in the bank, what you gonna do with it? They say the banks are closed. Why this dude coming in so hot? See, this is what I don't understand. Let me see what color he is. He coming in here super fast. And of course he's white. No, look at that. All it takes for him to hit somebody, his ass is grass. Because if he hits somebody, normally I got a no snitching policy, but on them, it's allowed. It's allowed on them. I would be, hey, I saw everything, officer. He came in his parking lot going 40 when he's supposed to be going, I think the parking lot is only 10. What's the parking lot, Mr. Lawler? I think it's like 10 miles an hour in the parking lot. He came in here going easily 40. You know what I mean? And especially if he hit a brother, which he would hit a brother in here. I'll call him. and be sitting right here to give my testimony. Yeah, this is what happened. He came in here hot as a firecracker, ran over the brother man, you know, and all he gonna say is sorry. Hell no. Charge the company, and matter of fact, I may lay down too, right next to the brother. Hey, shit, he hit both of us. He don't know. He came in so fast, he don't know who he hit. I might try to hit me a lick too, you know what I mean? Shit. Now that I think about it, hey man, hey, tell him he hit both of us, you know what I mean? I tell him you tell him your story, I tell him we'll get our story straight before I call. Shit. I'm suing him, his company, the CEO, everybody. Shit. Give me some money. So would, because he's so wrong. Ain't no way I would come in the parking lot going that fast. But these dudes walk in there to use the bathroom or something, get them something to eat or get them a pop or something, and you can't see these guys. Well, I always take my time, because a couple times when I first started, I was rushing like that and I almost hit somebody. See, this law said 5 miles an hour, and this mark was doing at least 40. Yeah, I was coming speeding through, was looking one way. I think I was looking this way, and the guy was walking over here. And luckily, I looked back in time to keep from hitting him. And he looking at me like, "Hey, man," I'm like, "What?" And I was finished like, "Motherfucker, you should let somebody know you was walking by." But really, I was the one in the wrong, you know. I was like, I ain't gonna do that no more. If I'm in the parking lot, let me just slow down. And when I get up out the lot, then I can go as fast as I want or fast as I need to. But anyway, back to what I was saying before he distracted me. So yeah, that's what we're looking at, people. And what I'm hoping that ECOWAS, of course, the West is, which I didn't really understand until now, was funding ECOWAS, right? And so they've been trying to push them to invade Niger, because why not? It makes sense when you look at the battlefield. Hell, why would I, if both of the countries, America and France, are strapped for cash, right? Why, and soldiers and resources and equipment, so why would I not lean on strategic partners who I've been propping up and get them to invade and use their manpower, use their resources, and just provide them with some money? That makes a lot of sense to me. What up, what up? You were I'll rat that motherfucker out. Albinoid devil should be coming in here going no goddamn 40 miles an hour in a parking lot where you got blind spot. Look, see how dark it is right here? Now, you see all them trucks. Now, that one with the lights on, let me see, the one with the lights on right there. That guy get out that truck and he's getting ready to go inside the building here. Building way over there. That dude coming through here going that fast, and he ain't gonna see nobody in that blind spot, and he will hit him. Them guys get out with these earpieces on. Some of the guys I got my one ear open. Some of them have the one with the two. Not paying attention, they get run over. You made a simple coming into a freaking parking lot. He probably going there to use the bathroom. That's why he was such in a hurry. That's all he doing. He probably been holding it for the last 20 miles. so he got to piss like a racehorse. So that's why he come in speed. I already know what it is. Well, that leak gonna cost you 40 M's, because I'm charging the max. Yeah, he hit me. I'll be laid out like this here. Look, my arm gonna be broke. Shit, I'll fall down and break my arm if I have to. I'm suing. Shit. Get me some money. But he shouldn't have been coming. He should know better. You know? Should know better. After all this time, so yeah, I'll rat his ass out. He white too? That's why I said, let me look and see who it is. If it's a brother or if it's a white cat. I probably have to rat a brother out too, because you should know better as well. You can't afford to run nobody over and think they're going to give you a pass. They're going to hurry up, put your ass in jail. They'll put us in jail. See, you know, it's a two-tiered justice system, just us. You know, one system for them and one system for us. And if we do something like that, guess what? We're going to get the max. Vehicular homicide with a CDL, man, the judge's going to throw the book at you. Am I right or wrong, Mr. Lofton? Am I right or wrong? He know. Mr. Lofton out here, he finna be doing his hazmat thing here soon. So we need to be congratulating Mr. Lofton for a job well done. You know what I'm saying? You've been getting a little mentoring from yours truly. Got his CDLs. He got his tanks. He got his twig. He got his hazmat, and he got a new position. He's gonna pick up his new truck. Boy, I'm so proud. So proud. You know? Somebody had some faith and believed and actually did something. You know, this is what we need. We need more people like this. You know? We need more people like this. So you're gonna be out here on the road, hazmatting with me. You know what I'm saying? So next person, get my son. He'll be next because he got about 5 more months to do, and then I can get him over here and get him doing the hazmat thing too. So with all us doing the hazmat and all us going to Sierra Leone, yeah, we'll have the money soon to build up what we need. We need to get Joe coming now that I didn't have the baby. Yeah, you got to come on, Joe, so we can make it happen. You see the country crazy. I don't know if we got too many more months, man. You know what I mean? And we trying to bring new melanated beings on the planet. So we need to be bringing them in a safe environment. We can't be bringing them in this demonic ass system. But this system, man, just went left quick. I mean, quick. You know? That's the way brothers is supposed to be working. Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. Each one teach one. You know what I mean? Somebody taught me, a brother taught me, and I've been trying to teach the other guys, but so far, you know, it's been basically what they say, zugats. Until Mr. Lofton came along, my son, he's been the only two that kind of took me up on it. So I guess we'll just get all the money. Fuck it. We'll just get all the money. You know what I'm saying? And build our kingdom in the motherland. You know? Oh, but I was talking about ECOWAS. Hopefully, ECOWAS, the people in these countries are basically saying no. Yeah, man. Hopefully the people in the countries are saying no. So the West wants them to invade. The people are saying no. And then the Nigerians, the people from Niger, I don't know what they call. But anyway, they want freedom. So they're all volunteering. So I think they had a call. They wanted 50,000 volunteers. They had got 50,000 between 8 o'clock and noon. That's how much they want to fight for their country. And they got something to fight for. So, as long as the enthusiasm stays high and the cool leaders do the right thing, we might be on the verge of another great African renaissance. And that's why this is literally the best time to get it on the ashes of the West, which would make it so sweet. As the West is falling with their ignorance and their stupidity and their boastfulness, as their ashes, we build up the next great African renaissance. Oh my God, we gotta write books. This is the time that I might take me some creative writing classes. We need to write books. We need to be doing short films. We need to be doing documentaries. We need to be doing parodies. We should be doing comedy shows. We should be doing all forms of media to bring forth and give the Continental brothers and sisters some aim and some foresight on how this renaissance should take place. Because this should be not only an African renaissance, but a global renaissance for melanated beings. So this can be a time and space where anybody around the world that's melanated want to come back, we should go back, period. all these other lands that have been taken over by the parasite, let them have it. They finna kill each other anyway. They finna run it into the ground. So let them have it. You know what I'm saying? Wherever they went, Australia, Canada, freaking what's that? New Zealand. Let them have it. We just all get up out of here slowly but surely. We ain't gotta announce it. Just leave. And it's plenty of land in Africa. I mean, you could put America in there at least 4 times. So it's plenty of space for all melanated beings on the planet Earth to go back to the motherland. And if we all went back, it would be guaranteed that we would be the next superpower. But we just would have to remind ourselves that the enemy is not going to just give up. When you back these bastards into a corner, they're going to be almost ready to nuke themselves just to get us. You know what I mean? I can see it right now, hold a nuclear bomb to their face. If y'all don't come back, I'll push this button. The nuclear weapon be pointing right at their skull. If y'all don't come back, I'll push this button and blow all us up. You know what I mean? Because all the creativity, all the great minds, right? All the spirituality it would lead this nation. And if they was here by themselves, they would go fucking crazy. I think the only thing keeping them from going crazy is us. Yep. Because they always look and see what we're doing, and then here they come with a version of what we're doing. You don't really hardly see them coming out with too much stuff of their own. And if they do come up with some of their own, it don't go mainstream. It don't go viral, as they say. It don't go viral. You know what I mean? When we do some shit, you can see the shit around the world. we go double viral. Like double platinum. We go diamond platinum. Shit, our shit go all the way around the globe and come back. And all along the way it make money. You know what I'm saying? And that takes me into the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Look how much, even though hip hop is fucked up now, I get it, but we gotta admit, we did come up with something good, and we can revive it whenever we feel like it. We just gotta get these people with their filthy hands off of it and take it back and do what we want with it. Because when H.A.M. and Big Daddy Kane, Heavy D, those guys, that was the stuff. That was the stuff. I mean, when I first heard Sugar Hill Gang, I think I was in like 8th grade. Yeah, I think I was in 8th grade. Lord have mercy. I was in love. I was in love. I was at my buddy's house. I think I was in, I was in 6th grade. My bad. I was in 6th grade. Yeah. 6 or 7. 6 or 7, I remember. And I went to pick my boy up from school, and he only lived like a block from the school, so I would stop at his house, and I walked in, and he was playing Sugar Hill Gang on the radio, and that was the first time I had heard it. I stopped, I'm like, what the hell is that? And after that, I was hooked. So we can come up with that, another version, a clean version, whatever we want to do at this point, and not allow them to steal it from us. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want to really develop anything new here. I want to wait till I get over there and then do it. That's what I was telling Mr. Lofton. I looked into a few other places that we can go and get some money. So we looked at Dubai. Dubai has a golden visa that we can qualify from coming from the West, right? Some things still have some benefit when it comes to the West, especially for us. So we can go to Dubai and get a golden visa, and it lasts for 10 years, and we could do business in the country. So we plan to go there and see what kind of business we can start. Also, I told them about, let's go to Thailand. Over there, you can get a retirement visa. It also lasts for 10 years, and it automatically renews. You just got to pay the fee. So you can go there and start business. They have a really good economy. The infrastructure is pretty good. Their Wi-Fi is good. Their internet is good, and our money go a long way there. So you can go there looking for business opportunities. So we basically need to start diversifying around the world and look at some of these other economies that we can take advantage of while the U.S. currency still has value. You know what I mean? Kind of spread it around a little bit before it go to zero. You know what I mean? And shit, I even saw that old Vladimir. He said any Americans that want freedom can come to Russia. Yep, I heard a few people say they was going. Correction, if you, I told, if I push, not push. But another message got, this message has been held for review. What happened with that? But yeah, so, and I think, I thought I saw somebody running across the highway. I said, no damn well ain't nobody running across the highway. The lights playing tricks on me. Kenya, the Kenyan president also said that we can come there visa free. So we're gonna have to hit up Kenya. I got one of my buddies that drive trucks as well. He's from there, so he's been trying to get me to go there to buy some land. He said it's pretty cheap out there where he's at. He's in the western part of Kenya. So I might get a chance to slide out there too and see what I can do. So I'm looking to just kind of set up all around the globe when this little money hit. Why not? You know what I mean? If we're gonna be part of the Renaissance, we need to actually be part of it. You know what I mean? So that's what we own. We want to be part of the change we want to see. And now since the world is changing, oh yeah, this is perfect. The Africans on the continent waking up, oh my God. This is the perfect, hey, what my man say? This is, what a great time to be alive. I know it's kind of scary, but we can't let the fear incapacitate us. We need to actually look fear in the face and try to make things happen. You know, try to make things happen. Like I said, I've already kind of given us a blueprint. We need to be getting into the mining sector. After you secure your land, you build your domicile, you put some crops in the ground, and you secure your drinking water. The next thing you should be looking into before you do any other fucking business, you need to be looking at mining. Because gold and silver and platinum, those are the current true currency, especially gold. And we need to figure out a way to get in it. Okay, that way you actually have real money. Real money. So that's definitely what I'm going to be looking to get into when I get back over there. Now, I got a couple friends in Sierra Leone they're in the diamond business, diamond mine business, but they said when they're digging up the diamonds, they normally finding gold too. So I want to go over there and see what they talking about. You dig? What y'all talking about? I need to come over here and volunteer so I can learn how this thing go. So that's gonna be my plan. I'm gonna try to stay about three months when I go back. And I'm gonna maybe try to spend like a couple weeks over there in the mines and see what I can learn. Then I can come back and share with y'all. You know, I ain't scared to get my hand dirty. I ain't scared of new things. You know, I'm gonna go over there and find out what it's all about. You know, because that thing been staring us in the face, and we really been asleep at the wheel, to be honest with you. We could have been went over there and gotten this business with the little money we do have, but nobody really put it out there to us until now. So now I'm putting it out there. We need to be getting into the mining business. All them other businesses is good, you know, whatever y'all talking about. Bus company, phone company, cell phone shop, dress shop, whatever y'all talking about. Whatever business y'all thinking about starting over there, that's cool. But at some point, you need to get into mining. And particularly silver and gold, because those are going to be used as currency pretty much in every country on the planet. So it only makes sense. And then we got a new renaissance about to take off. Man, listen. Listen. I hope y'all hear me. You know, because I've been pushing it, but now I'm really pushing it. You know, especially on the brink of us seeing the dollar collapse. Now, it ain't gonna happen overnight, but it's gonna happen. Now, it could happen overnight because I read an article the other day that said that China, was it China and somebody? I think it was China and it was two countries. I can't remember the other country that dumped the U.S. Treasury notes. They dumped like trillion something. So I think with Xi Jinping, I think he's going to all the BRICS nations and he's telling them if they holding any U.S.-backed treasury notes to dump them. If them countries dump all those notes at the same time or even near the same time, it's a wrap. All that 30, 40 years before we really feel the collapse of the dollar will happen overnight. So they're actively trying to do it. And it seemed like Sleepy Joe and them, they just, I don't know, they so worried about Trump. We about to lose our status. We about to be in the dark ages in this bug, you know? We finna be in the dark ages, you hear me? So hey, it's scary, but then again, we got a way out. We got a way out. You know, so at this point, y'all gotta start taking it serious about going to the motherland for all you've ever been. You better start taking it serious. You don't want to wait till this other shoe drop. One shoe done already dropped. When the other shoe dropped, you better been had your plan worked out. Because believe me, they're probably gonna stop all domestic air travel. You know what I mean? So how you gonna get out of here? You know? You gotta ask yourself, how you gonna get out of here if they do that? If the country is thrown into utter chaos, how you gonna get out of here? What up, what up? I see you. What happening? What's happening? I know who you is, Jack. There's only a few Mustafas I know. I think I know 3. One is my cousin. Another one is a cat that we was locked up together. I think he's in New York, I believe. And yourself. But what up, Jack? I'm in here just trying to. We got new stuff to talk about now, so I'm back, Jack. We got new stuff to talk about. We got all kind of things going on now. You know what I mean? We got possible. We got coups jumping off. You get a coup. You get a coup. You get a coup. You get a coup. You know, everybody get a coup. You know what I'm saying? Presidents get locked up. Finance ministers getting executed. I mean, shit is popping. Motherfucking popping, boy. So we got shit to talk about now. So it's the perfect time for me to come back online. Hey, every time I turn it, every day I go on fucking live, I'll be like, oh shit, we got another coup. What is it? Gabon, Niger, Guinea. It started out, Guinea kicked it off. Mali, Burkina Faso, and now people are clamoring for Cameroon. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? You love it? Yeah, Cameroon, people are saying that president needs to go. And who else? I can't remember. Yeah, I said Gabon. Damn it. I know Cameroon. It's another francophone country. I want to say the Congo. Yeah, the French Congo. So that needs to be the next shoe to drop. If those two drop, and they all stick together, and if the French and the U.S. decide to invade one, they all fight, and then they get backing from China and Russia, I don't think we could be beat. Yeah, definitely the Congo. Yeah, let's see what who said this. What up, Phoenix? I see you. Plus they wrong. Really worried about. Now here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Phoenix. Here's the thing. We need to take a double take or a deep dive when it comes to Malema. He ain't who we think he is. I hate to break this news in case y'all don't know. He ain't who we think he is. At this point, I want to say that he's controlled opposition. He's controlled opposition. He ain't who we think he is. So y'all might want to take the time and go back in his history. You will start to see the things that I've been noticing now. A couple of YouTubers that I'm subscribed to first brought it to my attention. And then on top of that, when I was there in 2019, I got that impression because when I started talking to just the locals, none of them liked him. None of the local people liked Malema. And so I was asking them why, and they really couldn't give me a concise reason why. Unfortunately, I figured it out when he wrote it. Exactly. There you go. I ain't want to say it, Sweet Berry. But you know, sometimes, just because you late, you sit at the front of the class, you know what I mean? So if I go to the bathroom, I have to put Sweet Berry in charge, you know what I'm saying? If anybody talking out of turn, you write their name on the board for me, you know? Teach the class while I go in here and eat me some kale chips, you know? Drink me some lemonade. But yeah, when he did that, all bets are off now. Yep, he's been control opposition the whole time. He's been paid to divide the family. Sad, man. He's got such a powerful aura, and they got to him before we was able to get to him. And like I said, I've been knowing this, but if you notice, I ain't said much about him. It's a reason. If you look back at any of my videos I done, if you notice, I really ain't talked about him a lot. And you got to figure, well, damn, you're right. I haven't. Yeah. The minute he did that, he came, and then he did it in fucking Kenya, talking about telling them this, telling them that. And then when you look at their website, piece to Marquette, he brought it out in one of his shows, and he was spot on. He was spot on. He did a deep dive into that man, and he was right. Now I've been knowing it, but I didn't want to say it because I'm like, well, maybe he on some double spy, you know. But it is a such thing as you're a double agent. So I'm thinking maybe he a double agent, which makes sense because, okay, if the whites are fearful about their wealth, you say what? He's a loud talker. Yeah, exactly. Red flag always. No action, exactly. It's to whip the people up into a frenzy and then send their ass home. So they was able to blow off some steam, and then he sent their ass home with no fucking assignments. So we should have known something was wrong then. That's right. Birth tradition. God hates the fearful. Exactly. So yeah, I think they got to him. And then another thing, they pretty much got to South Africa altogether. Now, I don't know how the hell that's going to work because the president of South Africa, he didn't want to believe it. No, I didn't want to believe it. No, because I was there. You know what I mean? And so I saw that EFF was having a rally, and I was going to go to it. had already bought a shirt from Amazon before I left, and I had it. Matter of fact, I still got it. It's in the bag, brand new, from 2019. And I was gonna put it on, but luckily the day before that, I asked a couple of the guys that was walking on the street, and I asked the guys that was like the bellhops and the doormen from the hotel. And when I asked them what they thought of them, and when they gave me the review that they gave me, and they look they had on their face, they was like, "Yeah, we don't like him." I'm like, "Why not? He a troublemaker." I'm like, "That's interesting." And they wasn't saying like he a troublemaker for the whites. They were saying he a troublemaker for the blacks. So that's why I was like, I'm confused. So then when I saw them having the meeting, the rally or whatever, right across the street from the hotel I was staying in. So once I saw all the red shirts, I'm like, I asked the guy, I'm like, "Hey man, what they doing over there?" He's like, "They having a rally, EFF rally." I'm like, "Well shit, I'm gonna go over there." But then I thought about it, I was like, hell no, let me not go over there. I put the shirt on, go over there, and the police may come and spray the crowd or something. You know, I don't know. This is my first time in South Africa, so I didn't really know what to expect. But now I'm glad I didn't wear the shirt because of what them guys told me. Because when I was talking to them, I could sense in their spirit that what they were saying was the truth. And because of that, I didn't go, nor did I wear the shirt. And if you notice, I haven't talked about the men until now. So I've been knew about it, but I didn't want to say because I wasn't for sure. But now that other people then took a deep dive, and then he you can look that speech up that he did in Kenya. You go to their website. Their website got some hanky panky on it. Go to their website. It ain't nothing but a money generator. That's all it is. Because there ain't no actions involved with that. So I don't know what to say about the country at this point. Then the president came out and said, "No man owns a woman." I'm like, now why did he have to come out and say that? Now I know they was having a lot of grapes. Y'all know what grapes is, right? Grapes in South Africa. And when I asked the bus driver that we was in the bus with, why are they having so many grapes? And he said it's because the whites, who pretty much own 90% of the wealth, okay, and these dudes are literally balling out the gym. Do you hear me? These white dudes is balling out of the gym. They ultra rich. They're coming down to the slums, aka the townships, and all the super bad African chicks, they sleeping with them and giving them money. Basically messing their heads up. Okay? They're not trying to wife them and all that. Not trying to have babies with them. They just come down there and have fun with them and give them a shit load of money. And so now can't none of the brothers in the township that's in there with them can't compete with that. So now the chicks walking around like, you know, they hot stuff, and the brothers are getting frustrated, and he believed that's the reason why it's so many grapes. And I was just shaking my head. And I believe him because a couple chicks that I did try to holler at when I was there, you know what I'm saying, which I ain't no slouch coming from America. And we was in the township. If you see the townships, oh my God. You talking about, this is worse than the Mississippi Delta, okay? And the chicks that was in there was badder than bad. Wouldn't give me the time of day. And I could sense the contempt and hostility they had toward me. And even after they knew I was from America. That's what I said, grapes. Ain't that what I said? My bad if I'm not saying it right. Grapes. Grapes. I don't say it that often. I normally say the whole thing, but I know this YouTube you can't say that. But yeah, grapes. Like red grapes. Green grapes with no seeds. Seedless grapes. Okay? But so now they have successfully messed up the minds of the women. And to me, this was done on purpose. Okay, this is to turn the people against themselves. And that's exactly what it's done. Now the women are walking around like they poop don't stink. And they right there in the same townships. Okay? So the brothers are looking at them like, you the same chick I went to school with. You the same chick when your people didn't have no food. We gave you some cheese and this and that. That type of thing. And now, since one of the Afrikaners then cuffed you and gave you a few dollars and got your hair done, your nails done, and bought your outfit, now you're too good for anybody to talk to you. So they successfully turned the people against each other. And that's why they had to come out with some really strong laws when it comes to seedless grapes. And the women are, it's ridiculous, man. I noticed it immediately. I ain't gonna even lie. This was 2019. So I think that's why the president had to come out of South Africa and give that speech about women are not the property of no man. But when he really was saying, when you read between the lines, the women are not property of black men. That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. I was able to read. I'm like, now why is he coming out saying that? So that let me know they didn't got to him too. Yep. That whole situation down there in South Africa is a straight up quagmire. So the Renaissance probably gonna need to take place in West Africa, and then it could spread down. It could spread down to South Africa, because we can't look. I don't think we can look to them to be the spearhead of this new Renaissance. They say United States done the same thing. Yep, that's where they get it from. Everything that they did here is what they do in South Africa. They got crack houses there. They got dope houses there. They got shooting galleries. Y'all know what a shooting gallery is. You know what I'm saying? They got what they call them, puff houses over there. Strip clubs. You got gang members running around. It's wild. I mean, it's like you almost can't imagine. You almost look. I feel like I got a vivid imagination. I almost feel that I can't even imagine a society like that. It's so crazy. But I'm glad I got to see it. That's why I said I don't think I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back unless it's an army of us going. I don't think I want to go back. I ain't gonna even lie. They go ahead, what's happening to you? I don't remember you using all this profanity before on your channel. Someone told me that blaming is an agent. What? I learned how to cuss from my mama. We gotta look past that at this point, Auntie. I mean, the world, we in a demonic system and people are dying daily, so we can't be worried about the words we're using. That time has kind of past us, you know what I mean? We got so many people dying. We got so many people. We got GMO in the food. Everybody overweight. We having all these health problems. We got a potential war in Africa. We got a war in Europe. We're probably gonna have a war with China soon. The dollar getting ready to collapse. We got, unaliving clinics in our neighborhood. We got drugs. We got gangs. We got shootings every weekend. We got way bigger fish to fry than a few guys using some saucy language on YouTube. It is what it is, Auntie. So you're gonna have to get some thick skin. You're gonna have to toughen your ears up a little bit, because we got bigger fish to fry. We got a lot happening in this day and time. So we can't be worried about language and all that no more. And if we don't fix this, it ain't gonna get fixed. Period. If we don't fix this, it ain't gonna get fixed. Ain't nobody coming to save us. We are the ones who have to save us. Plain and simple. Yeah, you're right. Well, like I said, they got to them. That's who's funding them, okay? The liberal agenda is funding them because they realize if they could propagate that worldwide. They want that to be, right up there with a religion. You know what I mean? So they propagate it worldwide. That's why we have to respect the countries that's trying to keep it out of Africa. You know what I mean? Well, out of their particular country. And I like what Uganda is doing. So they're gonna punish Uganda. You know. I'm proud of what the president said and the laws he passed. If you get caught over there, you're doing life. That's the law. They're allowed. They have the right to have whatever law they have. That's their country. If you don't, you don't rock with that law, and you want to, do your thing, then you need to go to a country where that shit is allowed and it's accepted. Period. That's how you solve that problem. You know what I mean? Go to a country where it's accepted. Come to the U.S. Go to Europe. It's accepted. So there you go. Most of them want to leave there anyway and go to Europe. So that give you more incentive to work hard to get on up out of there. Because if you get caught, you're gonna do life in prison. Period. And who are we to say anything? We're not. So I'm all for it. The citizens supporting it, the upper class are supporting it, and the government is supporting it. So, hey, I'm on board with it. Yeah, of course. They got hella money. They got hella money. They're around the world promoting this mess. But it helps them in their depopulation agenda. That's why, it helps corrupt the moral fabric of a nation, which makes it easier to conquer. Okay, if you can corrupt the country, they got several different mechanisms that they're using to corrupt countries, and it's really done to divide and conquer the country, corrupt it morally, and then ultimately collapse it, where the elite or the globalists can buy up the country for pennies on a dollar, where they can control everything, and you will have nothing and be happy. So it's all an agenda, you know what I'm saying? And we have to back the people who are fighting back. Okay? Anybody that's fighting back, we need to back them. Simple. I ain't got no problem with the people doing their thing, but that needs to be in your bedroom. Why is that all in our face? Do your thing in your bedroom. Cool. Have at it. Knock yourself out. But bring it in the schools and put it in everybody's face, and it ain't, socially really acceptable in certain areas. It's just not. Abide by that. And if you don't want to do that, go to a place where it's socially acceptable. Problem solved. But that ain't how they want it. See, they want the ability to ram it down your damn throat. See, somebody called it, they coined it. What did they coin it? Let me see, how did they say that? It's the minority. So it's the, I forgot exactly how they said it. Damn, I hate I didn't write it down. But it goes somehow, the minority. It's the, I can't remember what it is. There's something before minority. But basically, these people want the ability to have control over you. That's what they really want. Because it may not be but 0.5% of those people in that country, but they want to be the ones in a position where they can tell the rest of the country what they can do, what they can accept. That's what they want. That's what they did here. They took over. That's why we getting, drag queen story time in schools, libraries, and all this other stuff. Giving kids lap dances. All this craziness is taking place. Hell, 15 years ago, you couldn't even imagine this. You couldn't even imagine this 15 years ago. Now, it's almost socially accepted. I mean, we got some people pushing back on it. That's why I said the albinoid devil, his community got to be the ones to be on the front lines, because his kind are the ones ushering it in. The elite among his kind are the ones ushering this madness in to control everybody. So the common, everyday albinoid devil got to be the ones to step up on the front line and say enough is enough. Because they made this a slippery slope for these people to basically get in power. So they got to be the ones to stick their necks out. We should not be the ones sticking our neck out. Period. We know how that's going to end up for us. He got to stick his neck out if he wants this country to be saved. But we're too small in population to really do anything, and then we're not connected, right? We're not unified collectively. We spread out throughout the whole country, so we're not really in a position to stop this. And then we got a lot of our folks on board with the whole agenda anyway, so they just don't know. They only use you as a pawn. Then when they do using you, guess what? What they say, I forgot who says it. They said the WS's, what do? When they get through playing with their toys, they break them. So after they use you and you accomplish the goal or whatever goal they was trying to accomplish, once it's accomplished, they turn around and turn on you. That's what they do. So when they get, and they already turning on them, because you know we got that, is it my wife? What? My wife don't like the U.S. just because of that and many of, exactly, that's what I try to tell mine. She's like, well, I just want to see it one time, baby. I just want to see, I want to see America one time. I said, baby, I'm sending you all the clips. Don't you see how wild it is over here? I couldn't let you out of my sight. I can't, I don't know if I even want to bring you here. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to bring you at first, but at the point we at, I don't think we're going to come over here. So what I told her was, we go anywhere else. I'll take you to Dubai with me. When I go over there to set that up, I'll take you to Thailand. But that's going to be the new hub for all the crypto maxis, as they call us. That's going to be the new promised land for the crypto communities around the world. It's Thailand. So I'm going to go there. And then, of course, I'm already in two African nations. So I said, you can go with me to those places, and that's going to have to suffice for you. Because I don't want to bring you over here. I'm going to be honest with you. And if I do change my mind, it's only going to be for 2 weeks. Yep. Ain't going to give it long enough time to enjoy none of this convenience. But that's really all we have is convenience. You know what I mean? So all we got is convenience. Uh-oh, my battery getting low, guys. It's finna shut us off here. And there's too many white eggs. But she ain't really so much worried about the white folks, because you see, I ain't worried about them, But yeah, you're right. That's another reason why I don't want to bring her over here in the same way with my, exactly. I know, they want to come over. I get it, but I don't think it's gonna work. She went to Ghana with me and she enjoyed it, so that kind of took the weight off me, So she ain't really tripping about as much as she was. And then when I told her about Dubai and Thailand, so we might be able to get away with not having to bring her here. Yep. But it's finna cut us off, guys, so I'm gonna get up out of here. If anybody's so inclined, appreciate Sweetberry, appreciate Joe. If anybody's so inclined, want to contribute to the stream, y'all know my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? My first and last name, $. Before that, you can contribute. You can go to the channel and I'm on there. But I'll come back now because we got way more to talk about now. So we need to be getting together and strategizing, because the shit is finna hit the fan. And we need to be ready. Okay? We need to be ready. So I love y'all. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get some exercise. Make sure you drink some water. Try to fast a couple days out the week. No food, just fruit and water. Just to give your digestive system a break. Okay? From all this toxic food that we eat. So that's my parting words. Peace and what? Air grease. Holla at y'all.